Alright, we are back. We are back. Let's do this. Fire management. Let's roll. Oh wow, you only have to do one lap now. Like 7. I guess it's because they're asking you to do more now. Fuel saving. Let's roll. Done one of these before, so I don't know what we're supposed to do. Probably lift and coast. I'm sucking at this, I can tell you that right now. Oh wow, look at that lap time. Like 8/10 off. That is not good.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
caught on that curb. I think I can do it this lap.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
Alright, got it this time. Only green, but it'll do.
Our best lap so far is a 1:28.5.
Qualifying pace.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Oh, this is tight. Good. So I think we purpled it. Good. Race strategy. The race strategy program is designed to benchmark your car's tyre wear and fuel usage in order to help the team build a personalised race strategy for you. The test requires you to complete up to 5 laps of the circuit at a normal race pace, so that the ideal fuel load and pit stop strategy can be calculated for the race ahead. You will earn points for each lap completed within the target time, and extra points for chaining multiple good laps together. Alright, let's do it. We've got the whistle in there now. I hadn't heard that in previous F1 games. Whistle in the pit lane that they blow every time a car comes in.
Give us some consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into the race strategy.
私は頑張ります。
Super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Was a bit late on the entry to the first part of that chicane.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
I'm not gonna lie, this car is very nice to drive right now. Feels hooked up. Hopefully it feels like this in a race. I'd be very happy about that. One more lap.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
This feels like it's on rails. Probably degrading my control electronics using the curves that much, but that's what it is. Alright, that should be the end of the program. There we go. I was also thinking about sort of how these tests work, because I was thinking about this in regards to F1 2016 as well, and that I am giving up resource points.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 26.7.
I'm giving up resource points by not participating in all 3 practice sessions. So I should do it for the next race onwards, where I actually split the 5 programs across the 3 practice sessions, so I can actually get some more resource points. I think resource points are going to be much more important in F1 2017 than they ever were in F1 2016. So I think we'll do that from the next race onwards. Now it's saying accelerate time using button 7. There we go. That's button 7. There you go. I didn't know what button 7 was. So we'll finish off the session. Just let that. I'm glad we don't have to go into the timing screen to do that anymore. That's a nice thing. Thank you, Codemasters. So P9, but we did run the ultra soft.
Hamilton and Kimi Räikkönen. That's it for practice then.
Lance Stroll P6. Good for him. The Hulk 16th. We were the only ones to run the ultra soft, so it looks like we don't have a lot of pace. But that's good. Let's advance the session. Take our resource points and have a look at our R&D, I guess. I guess we can do that straight away. It is the hope anyways. I think that was a positive practice session for us, though. I really liked how the car felt. It was really, really nice. It certainly felt grippier than the F1 2016 cars did. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, it's our mate.
Ah, you got my message.
Oh, I didn't.
Welcome to home away from home.
The Formula One.
We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end, sorry, just a sec. Yeah, Chris here. Is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Huh, okay. Right. Well, that makes no sense.
Yeah, mate, the car's a bit trash.
Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that.
Ah, not letting you off the hook.
We've set up a desk for you at the front here. You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
It's not like there's tens of millions of dollars at risk or anything. Resource points provide you with a way to allocate funding to a specific area of development. Spending your resource points is key to improving the car and the team's overall performance. You will gain the majority of your resource points for successfully completing practice programs, with additional resource points gained by putting in strong performance in both qualifying race sessions. The team has allocated you 2,500 resource points to help kick off development. Well, isn't that nice of a Vegeta? Alright, let's see what we've got. I haven't looked at this R&D screen yet. The R&D tree. Oh. Okay, so there's 4 areas of development: powertrain, durability, chassis, and aerodynamics. So, recommend an upgrade. What does it think? Yeah, so it was saying recommend. I think it's saying recommending a chassis upgrade would put us in line. Well, actually, would actually still leave us behind Force India. Your description. Good. So optimization of the design of the central under tray results in a weight advantage at no compromise to the complex underfloor aerodynamics. 2 weeks. I wonder if that means we'd have it by that. So it does give us, I thought, where we are at. So we have the same powertrain as Red Bull and Toro Rosso, which is to be expected. So I wonder, I am curious as to whether we develop this actually helps Red Bull and Toro Rosso as well. Wow, look at that Honda. That's awful. It's so bad. Oh, I'm so sorry, Honda. Sorry, not sorry. So you can work on efficiency and quality control. Efficiency, enhancements to the high performance power factory improve efficiency, meaning a 10% less resource points required to create new high performance powertrain related upgrades. And this is enhancements to quality control within the high performance powertrain factory reduces the chance of new high performance powertrain upgrades failing by 7.5%. So I imagine that all of them have that aspect tied in with it. You're saying that this is weight reduction. They're saying that our chassis needs work. Our chassis is pretty poor. What about our durability? Where are we on the... Can't compare to other teams on durability. What about aero? 4th. Okay, so we've got a pretty strong aero package. So we should probably work on our deficiencies, which I guess is probably why it's telling us to work in our chassis. So I do like that idea. So we'll take that idea. We do have 2,700 points to spend, and we could improve our efficiency all in one go. I reckon we'll do that. What we'll do is we will do a efficiency upgrade, durability upgrade, and this upgrade. I've got an instant saving already. We still have 700 points to spend. What we could do is further enhances the quality control process within the chassis factory, reduces the chance of chassis related upgrades failing by 7.5%. I feel like this is going to be one of those long games where it's like, yeah, no, it's going to take us quite a bit to get to the front. It's not going to be like last season, F1 2016, where it's like 1.5 seasons we've got the best car. I feel like this is going to be one of those. This is going to be a long burn this game. So what we'll do is we'll spend these points on QC. So we've improved our reliability a little bit, and then we'll do some more efficiency afterwards. And then we'll do our next upgrade after that. Or we'll see what he's recommending after that. Recommended upgrade now. That's good. I like it. This is a... That tells us what's in use, what our weekend tire allocation is. Okay, so this is it's the same laptop as the other one, so there's not much anything else new here. Trophy room. Standings. Current reputation level. We have a very good reputation with Williams and McLaren. That's good. So, because I think resource points are going to be important, I think we might add to our... we'll actually do the 2nd and 3rd practice sessions rather than doing what we were doing in F1 2016, which was skipping those. So as I was saying before, we'll start doing the... skip that so I don't get copyright struck. Skipping, what we're doing in F1 2016, we've done it all in FP1, and then skipped to qualifying. So I think I should have done it here, and I didn't. So here we'll just go out and do some laps to make sure we participate and maximise those resource points, so that we can work on those upgrades. Because as I said, I think it's going to be a much longer burn this time out. So, what tyres do we have?
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
Very good. So we actually do have recommended tyres for FP2, Q1, Q2, Q3. That's good. I guess we've probably always had those. I've just never used them in F1 2016. It does concern me that how quickly we're going to burn through these things as well. So we also might need to start spending some points on durability at some point as well. I probably should have thought about that already. But what are you going to do? So we're not going to just... we'll go out and we'll do some laps. Do 5 laps or so. Just to get some resource points. The time on the board. And so we get wear for being both in lean and rich fuel. So usually in the old days I would have I would have put it in lean for these laps to not wear the engine, but it actually does wear if you run it in lean now, in a different way. So we'll just run it on standard. And if you're looking for some feedback about how in general the game feels, it does feel there's definitely more grip than F1 2016. Definitely more lateral grip. And you would expect that. It does feel like there's not as much low-speed grip though. Like the cars feel like they don't have a lot of low-speed mechanical grip, so... As you can see, the game is very pretty. It's very nice to look at. The cars look great. Very, very happy with what Formula 1 did this year in terms of, you know, bringing back, you know, wider tyres and a lower rear wing, and, you know, getting rid of the cars that really look really disproportionate, as they have done since 2009. So I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. And I think Codemasters have done a good job here at first impressions, and we obviously were doing some multiplayer racing yesterday. I'm not upset that I pre-bought this game, let me put it to you that way. I'm looking forward to participating in the Formula 1 esports challenge when it starts up in September. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But I feel like you can really hustle this car.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I feel like I'm getting into a nice rhythm with this car. Certainly, it just feels like it's a better rhythm than F1 2016 ever gave me. Might be a bit of recency bias kicking in though. You know, but I can wax platitudes about the game in practice. We'll probably get into the race and get punted by the AI and have a shocker and have to use 50 replays and get to the end of the race and, you know, feel like that perhaps I should just go back and play 16 again. But right now, you know, locked into history, recorded in video, streamed online, I'm saying I like this game. And hopefully future Webimoto doesn't regret that statement. This Renault is such a pretty car. I mean, look at it. And obviously in real life Formula 1 we have Belgian Grand Prix qualifying tonight, so that should be a that should be a lot of fun. Look forward to see what happens there. Spa is my favourite track on a calendar. Right there was Suzuka. Spa in terms of how it looks, and Suzuka in terms of driving it. Driving Suzuka is such a great driver's circuit. But obviously this is my home race here at Albert Park in Melbourne. fact, if you look in the distance there, you'll see a building I used to live in
Okay, you need to come in
before I moved to Canberra.
within 2 laps.
It's only like 2 kilometres away from the circuit. Melbourne is a very, very nice city. I believe for the 4th time in a row it was voted the world's most livable city. And we're doing 29 flats, and Kimmy's gone a lot faster than that.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
And he's on the ultra soft, but still, that's a big time difference. We certainly won't be doing any of our let's get through Q1 or Q2 on the harder compound tyres just yet. Probably not for a season or two. I do like the fact that they've introduced the speed limiter this year. That's good. It's the little things. Driver takes his hands off the wheel now to be wheeled back into the garage. Maybe not so much with the guy there with his leaf blower cooling the brakes. With the leaf blower actually looked like it actually went through the tyre. But not everything can be perfect. We can't expect that. Imagine how much worse it's going to look in F1 2018 with a bloody stupid halo there. This may very well be the last F1 game I ever buy because of the halo. Certainly you don't want to drive a car that's got that on it. Alright, so what we'll do now is we've done a couple of laps, we're going to get some points. We'll actually retire from this session. And then we'll do a qualifying sim in FP3. We're going to be right at the bottom here, I'm sure. Yeah, there we are. 4/10 off the McLaren on a harder compound. So we'll grab some points for that, I think. You can damage the front wing driving over curbs based on that. Interesting. We got 23 points. It's not much, but you know, it'll help in the long run if we do that every race kind of thing. So let's have a look at so if we look at durability, how much do we spend on durability? It's 500. It's all quite expensive, isn't it? Gearbox, energy store, turbocharger, the ICE, control electronics, the MGUK, and the MGUH. Yeah. Are they? Okay, yeah, gearbox, right, of course. There's 4 upgrades for the gearbox. Thank you. There's 4 upgrades for the gearbox and then 3 upgrades for all the other components. And then there's a general wear one as well. So I think we'll get that at the, which is a 10% reduction of all wear. Might grab that after this race if we've got enough points for it then at the next round. Because that's going to be important because I think we should be able to see management overall wear of 90% to the gearbox and to the power unit. Overall 10% wear, and all we've done is a couple of practice sessions. So yeah, anyway, let's go to FP3 and do some more laps and get another 20 points or so. A bit deep there. Senraku, my man, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, I can't complain. I mean, I could, but, you know, what's the point in that? Shut up. I was reflecting that, too.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Is China the first, or second or third round China? I'm trying to remember. Is it after Bahrain or before Bahrain in 2018? That's how bad my memory is. I think it's after. Okay. Yeah, might do. Might do. I probably will. I'll probably do it tonight at some point. Just because I'm really enjoying driving this car. Downshift a bit late there. Oops. That was an ambitious line. If you've already started playing it, Senraku, how have you found it? Are you enjoying it? I was just asking if you've been playing F1 17. Have you been enjoying it? Do you like it? I might be a bit quiet, am I? I was adjusting the microphone stuff because the microphone was picking up all my gear shifts and everything like that, and I figured that was probably pretty annoying for people who were watching.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
All good then. Thanks for that. Appreciate the feedback. With world champion Fernando Alonso. What level have you got it on? Like, I know it's actually a graph or a number out of 110 now. So what number are you running? Right, we'll retire from the session now. It's to qualifying.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are Bottas, Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Looks like I'm going to have to find for some performance for qualifying. Yeah, I think 80 is the step down from Master, isn't it? So I think is it Expert? Is it Expert, Master, Legend, Ultimate? Something like that? What do we get? 23 points again. Good. They'll come in handy. A new rival. Is my new rival like Pascal Verline?
Looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you.
That was when I put him into the wall, yeah?
Okay.
Your new rival is Sebastian Vettel. Oh, it's my teammate. Well, that makes sense. I'm looking at you, Nico. Yeah, that's true. You're probably right. I probably should have known that. Thanks, Enrique. I probably really should have known that. I don't care about your stupid voicemail. Look at the differences in the gloves. I like it. And hats. Little things that matter, Codemasters. Good job. Go to quali.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. so the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
All right, we'll take a bit of fuel out. Oh, that's the first one now. Didn't have to take that much out, did we? All right, let's roll. There's no fancy things to be said about trying out harder compounds and stuff. This is just go as fast as we can. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I much prefer doing a lower amount of laps. We went too deep there.
Lap, move.
26.2.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:26.2.
Eighth. Getting close to the drop zone, aren't we? We are in the drop zone now. We'll bolt on another set. We'll go again. Like we might actually even struggle to get out of Q1.
Nico's lap times are better than yours. Nico is faster than us.
That should be enough to get us through. E9. Good, but yeah, the last sector wasn't even particularly clean, so I think. But then again, I did hack up the fast chicane a little, so. We dropped the 14th, 2/10 behind Hulkenberg. I feel like it's not too bad though. I don't feel like we're going to make it to Q3. But it would be good to out-qualify Hulkenberg. 50%. Same as F1 2016. 100% is a long race. It's a long race. To watch and to race. Excuse me. To watch and to race, and it's a long race. I think we'll just what tyres have we got? Yeah, as I said, 100% is a long race. We have 2 sets of tyres to use. That's fine. And we're going to go out there and do our best. I don't think we're going to make it to Q3 though. I just don't think I'm fast enough. But we'll see. Yeah, if it wasn't for the streaming, I'd be in cockpit view as well. I just use Tcam for streaming. The corner, I always mess up on this track, that 910 chicane, every time. Not a bad lap. We'll see what it comes out as. 25.8. Here we go into the drop zone. One last roll of the dice. One last crack. was that enough? Oh, good. But I don't know. Tenth. Oh, we got pumped out afterwards. Oh, well. A 25-3. I'm happy with that lap. It felt like a good lap. The fact that Hulkenberg's gone 9/10 faster is a worry to me. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, not sure. I didn't listen to the voicemail, so I don't even know what their requirement was. I didn't look. Oh, I got their target. What tenths in the first sector? Tenths in the middle sector. And a tenth in the last sector. Oh, I lost reputation with Williams, Force India and Toro Rosso. Let's get to the race.
It's out with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in what we hope will be a triumphant new era of Formula One racing. For our drivers, though, it's very much business as usual as they look to be first across that line and get their championship off to a winning start. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Today's race, of course, not simply the start of a new season, but the start of a new kind of
Give me
Formula
Raikkonen
One.
on pole.
Anthony Davidson, great to have you with us once again. This is a big moment for the sport. Big changes to the technical regulations. The potential, perhaps, to give us the biggest shake-up since 2014. Very different cars visually, and, fingers crossed, much faster as well. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Stroll, Massa, Hulkenberg, Perez, and Carlos Sainz, Verstappen and Renault, Kevin Magnussen, and Grosjean, Kvyat, Ocon, Stoffel Van
Really?
Dorn,
That's pretty funny. They've obviously made Kimi pretty good.
And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
A one-stopper. I don't want to underfill the car. Rather have a little bit of extra fuel. Play with. Alright. Let's do it.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up.
Whoa.
You've taken damage to the front wing. We recommend you pit for
Oh, no. No, it was such a good start. I think I'm going to have to use my first replay already. I don't want to restart the race. Oh man, that sucked.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Jeez, this is going to be a long season. This, this is going to be a very, very long season at this rate. Yeah, tell me about it. It's going to be a blast. Oops. Oh!
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Just pretend that that didn't happen. Yeah, I've never played Destiny. I know it's very popular though. I do love Halo though, so I'd probably like it because I know it's by Bungie. But I don't know how similar it is to Halo. Yeah, no, fair enough. I probably wouldn't like it very much then.
Okay, some information on Perez. They're retiring from the race.
Oh, Perez is out. What happened to him? Wow, we lost a lot of time behind Stroll.
Hamilton has just entered the pits. He's in the pit lane right now.
Oh, when to go to Rich? Yeah, yeah. Damn it, I did not want to give up that position. Although he's on super soft, so I imagine he'll box before I will be, but still. Ooh. I do like you can lose the car a little bit and save it. Got Max behind me now. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold him off for very long. That was handy.
Deck is.
Hey, Greg.
What's going on?
Doing the Australian Grand Prix.
You're in the middle of the race?
Yep.
How did all your programs and quali and stuff go?
Yeah, qualified. 12th.
Oh. Is it working a bit better for you at the moment?
Yeah.
Compared to yesterday?
There's a multitude of things going on yesterday.
Yes.
Out of lap 10. Currently P6.
What difficulty are you playing at?
Same as you.
Can't be, surely.
95. I've got Bottas coming up behind me on the Ultra Softs.
What's the plan? How far are you going to go?
Target behind is 2.2 seconds.
This is what happened to me. I started in the top 10.
Yeah. Pit lap 16.
Yellow flag.
There was a yellow out ahead.
I got screwed on strategy because I two-stopped.
Green flag.
Well, that just cost me a lot of time to the cars behind. Thanks, Max.
Yes.
One's in the pits.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.1 seconds.
What is it with the Red Bulls just costing me monumental amounts of time? Both of them now.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre. The distance to the leader is 25.1 seconds, so the gap to our teammate is 25.3 seconds.
Ah, that wasn't good.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
And it was such a good run too. That's what you get, Kevin.
Our gap to the car in front is 7.6 seconds.
Difficult to know what position we're racing for here. Hey, you have to pull out yourself on the from the pits. That's cool.
Okay, stay
Is that the
clear of
clutch?
wash line on
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah.
Receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Rejoin 12. And my stop.
I think that might update itself. Well, maybe not. Maybe you're right. Why does it say, it says 19 next to the Stappen?
Yeah, he had a problem. He's a lap down.
Oh.
Why he's getting blue flagged.
Typical Verstappen, not letting you through.
He's faster anyway.
Are you going to the end on those tyres?
Yep.
Yeah, you would be, yeah.
I'm into the points.
Man, my strategy sucked for my race.
Yeah, I probably got lucky because I missed Q3.
Yeah, like that. I got unlucky by making Q3.
Yeah, that happened to me in Singapore in my first season in F1 2016. I lost the race because I two-stopped, and all the cars that finished in front of me all one-stopped outside of the top 10.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me. I was lucky to reach my target just because of the retirements in front of me. I had Ocon and Hamilton both retired. I caught up to both Toro Rossos right at the end,
Yeah,
so I could have maybe got into the points.
Hamilton's retired.
Ha. Oh, it's scripted. That's 2 from 2 now.
Yep. Who was on pole in your race?
Not exactly sure. I know who won.
Who won?
Bottas.
See.
Also see that you have no corner cutting on there either. I'm gonna have to turn mine down to lenient or something because
Mine's on default. I didn't change it.
I set mine to strict.
Well, whatever it is by default is what mine is. I didn't fucking change it. Accuse me of cheating.
I'm not accusing you of cheating, I'm just saying that if I had done that I would have got a penalty, and I did.
It should be on by default.
Well, it's not. If you hit the bollard on my one, it gave you a warning or a penalty. It's annoying though. I'm gonna turn it off because I found it annoying because it was pulling me off for a corner for excess track usage for like running wide at the exit of turn 5 and turn 14.
That's
And
silly.
there's no advantage to be gained by running wide out there. Like you're out on the curb, you know. So that's why I'm gonna get rid of it. Or at least set it to whatever the level is below strict.
Okay, distance to teammate, 24.1 seconds.
How are your components looking?
Nico is in the
Not
pits.
sure. Control electronics are at 30%. ICE is at 33.
Just about to see it. Wow. Your parts are wearing out in a completely different way to the way mine are.
Faster or just different rates?
Different. By the time I finished the race, my MGUK and MGUH were at 33%, and my my MGUK was at 40%, and my IC and MGUH were at 33%, and my energy store and control electronics were like high teens or 20s at most. So that's an interesting one. Because I think your control electronics are used up by curb usage?
Yep. I'm probably just using the curbs more, driving differently.
I thought I was using the curbs quite a bit.
How much practice did you do?
I did. I did a fair bit of practice one. Like I did all the practice programs.
Yeah.
And I even did the race simulation program, race strategy program twice because there was a team objective to do it with 2 different compounds. Nanraku says the IC on his Honda was at 33%. But he was underfueled, so he was short shifting the whole race.
Yeah, so I did laps in all 3 practice sessions.
What, like 10 laps or?
5.
Yeah.
So I done all the programs.
Did you spread the programs across the sessions?
No, that's why I screwed up. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I did all my programs in one session.
Yeah, that's what I usually done in F1 2016.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have done that.
But the resource points, you get a little bit more for spreading them out. You're capped at like 10 laps max.
Yeah, I know.
I guess it would probably be a good idea to spread them out across the session.
Yeah.
In any case, my resource points are being put onto reliability upgrades right now.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I put it into the chassis, and then I improved quality and efficiency on that. Before I was like, oh, hang on, I probably should have spent it on durability. But anyway, it's alright.
I didn't know what the reliability was going to be like, so I wonder if the upgrades even applied for the power unit you've currently got, like in store, if you know what I mean.
I know.
That would be dumb if it did, as much as Mercedes was somehow able to do something at Spa. Or was it Renault? I forget. I think it was Renault. Did you get overfueled massively?
No, it was going to underfuel me.
That's weird, because I couldn't even... I was overfueled even at the lowest that I could set my fuel to. I was overfueled.
I forget. Cool. Thanks, Senraku. Senraku says it's instant. The durability upgrade is instant.
I mean, that's useful because I need it now.
Yeah.
But it should be on the next part.
Give me Raikkonen retires. He was the pole sitter.
Oh.
So that's both Hamilton and Raikkonen out of the race.
He had a problem with a character.
Oh, look, I don't know what's wrong. The cars are slow. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I probably should have done reliability upgrades first.
Alright.
Well.
It's going to be a long burn, this career mode, I think. It's going to take quite a while to actually...
That's good, though.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to get into a position to challenge, I think.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yep.
Probably 2016, same difficulty,
yeah.
And I won the championship with McLaren the first year. Performance upgrades would... Oh, actually, I don't know. The power increases might apply to your engine straight away, probably, I reckon. But with the chassis and all those sorts of things, they'd probably apply straight away. Don't see why it wouldn't.
I'm actually on for 4th here if I can get past Ocon.
Crazy. Strategy was so shit. It didn't even give me an option to take softs.
To be fair, my pace has been really good in the race.
Alright. I mean, you are on a 1 stop. But I was doing like a 27, I think.
I'll just forget I said that then.
Yeah, but like you're 5th and I was 11th, so you know. Groups of pudding. Fastest laps aren't going to cut it if I have to stop an extra time.
Well, let me just change it then to say I felt like I've driven well. Like I haven't been making mistakes. There's been a couple accidents I had to use replays. Mainly because of AI stupidity.
It's all good. I'll be right back.
Come on, little Renault donkey. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, gap ahead is 29.8 seconds.
Oh wow, Grosjean's going to be hard to keep back on the ultra softs.
This is your
Webby
final
P4.
of the race.
I've had to earn it.
Team's happy with the result. Oh,
The Grosjean on ultra softs behind me.
I didn't see it, so I'm just going to assume that you totally lucked into it. There was no skill involved whatsoever.
I might have lucked into it because I wasn't in Q3.
While I was making tea, didn't happen.
Mm.
And you're like, "There's a stream, you can watch it," but it didn't happen. La 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 la.
Ride it off. Not done yet. I still got Magnussen right behind me on the ultras.
Grosjean, you mean?
Grosjean, sorry, yeah.
This is like a win for them.
Yes. Like a win for us.
I wonder where Hulkenberg is. Do you know if he made Q3?
Ah. Yeah, he did. Take that.
Get in, Webby. Well done. P4, mates. Hammer time. Hashtag blessed.
And Raku said, "Wait, what I meant by instant is that the reliability upgrade applied to my
that's
currently
what we
fitted
thought you
part."
meant.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well,
As we go to Sebastian Vettel team radio. Woo!
We can sit here and talk about strategy all day. The overtaking.
Grazie, dai.
Grazie. Forza Ferrari, forza.
Everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Yeah, no, that's fine, Senraku. We understood what you meant.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the
At least they got a team
Yeah,
representative on the
Senraku.
podium now.
There's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
Grosjean looks a little bit Asian.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna when Ricardo gets disqualified for a fuel flow breach, I'm gonna get that podium.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings.
Is that actually playing the
Sebastian
music?
Vettel takes over the
Yep.
lead of the drivers'
Yeah, it didn't
championship
play it for me.
after that
Ah.
excellent result. And
Maybe
now
someone
I'd like to
died.
ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your
Oh,
driver of the
shit.
day?
Let's go to Esteban Ocon.
So they
That
didn't
was a
do
commanding
they didn't do the
performance
music.
today. Very
They shouldn't have done the
impressive
champagne
indeed.
because Lewis Hamilton crashed and he died. That's why he retired. I'm gonna have to check the entrance, the entries for China.
Yeah.
It comes up in like you know how it comes up in the thing on the
left, yeah.
on your laptop. It says Lewis Hamilton has died and will not take part in the rest of the championship.
And then he's back for the next season. He resurrected him. They buried him in the pet cemetery.
Your reputation with Mercedes suddenly shot up. They're suddenly very interested in a second.
We must always have a plan B. If Nico taught us anything, it's we must have a plan B.
We have several drivers lined up.
We've hired Manisha Kaltenborn to manage our drivers. Man, I'm happy to get fourth. That's a good result.
I just said the team's happy with themselves.
Slam something down.
13th.
More ass than class.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're listening to what I'm saying, so like, I'm clearly not very happy with this. I qualified 9th in the Renault and ended up 11th, and that was with some retirements because of the shithouse strategy.
Nico done a faster lap than me.
The key was that you stayed off the ultras altogether. I had to start on them. That's where it did me in because I was in on lap 6.
Yeah, I got a good start. So at the start, I jumped from. I'd have to go back and have a look, but I started 12th and I was up I was up fighting for, I think, 8th or something like that in the first couple of laps. I got a really good start.
Yeah, that's where I was as well, though. I was pretty much fighting for 8.
Oh, Senraku's got us beat. He started 10th in a McLaren and finished 5th. But he thought it was going to be way worse than thought he was going to be way worse than he actually was, and made the game too easy for himself.
Turns out Senraku is Canadian and Bonzo.
Oh, well, that's it, Senraku. You won't be invited to race with us on multiplayer ever. Introduction to career score. Oh, this is the same thing from the...
Yeah, it's that same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
In fact, I don't think there's any point to doing the historic races, which are about to get solicited to do. By the way.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I'm making it sound sketchy because he's a sketchy bloke.
This is Jonathan.
Well, not quite my cars per se.
Well, not quite my cars per se.
You know, I'd really rather be down there racing them myself, to be honest. I'm actually quite handy behind the wheel, but it's the downforce, those lateral G's, you know? The old neck can't really handle it. So I need a pro. That's where you come in. We run in a bunch of events throughout the year. Time trials, races, all sorts. And I have it on good authority that you have the ability and temperament to do well in these.
And temperament.
Our business look good, and importantly, bring the cars back in one piece.
How much are you paying? That's the key question here.
So consider this a formal invitation. I'll see you at the track.
Now, I'd just like to step into my office. I'd like to go over those contract revisions.
Choose your preference. The overtake challenge or the pursuit? Well, because I don't really think much of the mid-90s Williams, and I love the mid-2000s Renault, and I'm a Renault driver.
I can see Hulkenberg in the background there, having a bitch to the team about his shit strategy. Why you got preference?
Wait, what was that about? Which part, Senraku? The bit
It
where...
might have been us talking about him.
Yeah, we're saying that you're actually Canadian Jesus. Like, you know, you're not allowed to race with us now because you're too good. You finished 5th in a McLaren. It's too good. I'm gonna choose that. Do the pursuit.
You're gonna channel your inner Fisichella and slice Michael's tires.
It's straight into it. Oh, I didn't even get an option.
Yeah.
I've been abducted by Jonathan. He's just dragged me off to Suzuka.
To Japan of all places.
Yeah, what a good...
Yeah, I'll go to Japan.
Good guy, Jonathan. Look at it. It makes me just... Looking at Suzuka makes me want to be in Japan again. No worries, Sudoku. He said he'll go back to his rifle 20th place.
Yeah. What difficulty are you playing at, Senraku?
Level 50, I can answer that.
Hello again, and thank you
Oh,
for
okay.
joining us today for one of the few events this year that won't have a critical impact on the World Championship. So maybe we can all relax.
Just sipping my
a little
tea,
bit
like
more
Kermit the
and
Frog and
enjoy
that,
the
but that's
action
none of my
from this
business.
one
That's none of my business.
historic car.
Level 50, that's none of my business. Not gonna say anything. All good.
Your opponents are in slower cars, but they each have a head start. Overtake them all before completing the allocated laps. Alright, we'll see how difficult this is. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! I think we'll just start this again, eh? So, this thing doesn't have as much traction as I remember it having. Those other times I've driven it. Like in those other games.
Well, it has traction control.
Hey?
That's why it's supposed to have traction control. A good barometer, Senraku, would be how you do relative to your teammate. If you're doing about as well as whatever your teammate is, then I guess that's a good indicator.
Yep.
The difficulty's probably where it needs to be. To start with, anyway.
Even though I knew the right-hander after Dunlop was coming up. It's so not natural.
First time I did it, I just plowed straight through the cones.
Come on, Michael, ski. Okay, I've got a witch's hat buried in the front of the cart. That's gone. Might have to do this again. I screwed that up. Yeah, we'll start again. We'll give this one more go. I don't think it's got any consequence to your career, so it's not like it's gonna, you know, I'm restarting to win the championship or something. And I love this car though.
What do you mean, one of your skills? What skills are you referring to?
Is that for me?
Sunraku said it gives you career score and completing invitational levels up one of your skills.
It gives career score completing invitation up 20. Oh, skills. I didn't even know there was a skill. Well, I'm going to restart this again because I looked over to read the chat at the worst possible moment through the last corner. Hello all. What make of wheel do I have? I have a Fanatec Club Sport 2 with a Formula rim. All right, okay. Oh, maybe I shouldn't cheat then and keep restarting. I didn't think it was going to have any impact.
Diagonals. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, mate.
Yeah. I gotta start hooking up that last corner. second. Yeah, I want to restart that. It was so close. I don't care. I mean, it's not gonna, you know, screw it. I want to get it. It was so close. I was right on his rear wing. I assumed you got it.
On my second go, yeah.
Yeah. I was right on his rear wing at the end. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh! Yeah, that's not going to make me popular with old mate who owns the car. We're going to be doing this all day. I could do this all day, to quote Captain America. Gonna make the brake bias a little bit more representative of a mid-2000s car. Oh, come on! Gah! Hey, Thomas 91. Gah! I felt like I was having such a good run there as well, but I've just wrecked it. Just wrecked it.
There's no point pushing it at that corner.
I wonder what my ice usage is like in this thing.
Yeah, I tried looking at that, but it didn't have anything, I don't think. Oh, I've done it again. I'm going to finish right behind him. If I ain't got stuck behind that muppet at the start. Kiwi driver. I hope that's not me. I'm a proud Australian, mate. Oh, I'm not a Kiwi Hebrew. Oh, maybe you're one of those blokes that doesn't really
have
Kiwi citizenship.
Oh, I'm like Barnaby Choice. Barnaby Choice.
Is that what they're calling him?
No, that's what I'm calling him, though. I don't know what everyone else is calling him.
That's good.
Probably stupid would be a good place to start. Yeah, no, bro, I'm not a Kiwi, hey. I'm just a proud Australian. Gimme, driver. Yeah, this is somewhat like Kimi in 2005, isn't it? Wrong car though. Oh, I don't know. I think that might not be a compliment. Oh, come on!
Oh, you should have used the flashback.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Gonna happen, mate.
Got it done that time. Look at that lovely looking car. So which classic car is your favorite? Oh, look. I love the R26, which is the car I just drove. And the F2007 is a nice looking car, although it's got the darker red. I don't like the 2008 McLaren because they've included it with the bloody the elephant ears on the front of it. So yeah, I gotta go with the R26. Plus, my favorite driver won it. Drove in it. Sorry. The 98 McLaren. Yeah, yeah. My old favorite driver and my current favorite driver both drove it. Mine's the 98 McLaren. Can't fault you there. It's a nice looking car. I agree. I also loved it when it was not when I was a kid though. I wasn't that young.
They needed to put the 05 McLaren in.
Yeah, the MP4, the MP420 is where it's at. That's a great looking car. If it had that in there, it would make it trickier for me to say that the Renault is my favorite.
Yeah, it's still probably my favorite F1 car.
Yep. Yeah, Jordan's good. Jordan's one of the... I used to love the Jordan cars, the yellow ones, at least.
Bitten and hisses.
Yeah, bit and hisses. How are we going with our... Well, anyway, so we've done that race now, so we're gonna a Damon Hill fan. Oh, you're lucky our friend Luce isn't here. I mean that seriously, because if you like Damon Hill, he hasn't got anything that's going to be nice to say about him. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think who he thinks of less than Damon. Yeah. Just be thankful he's not here. If you got delicate sensibilities with Damon Hill. All right. Well, thanks to everybody who tuned in. We're going to take a break now. We've done the Australian Grand Prix. As a reminder to everybody how that went, we should have the results thing. There it is. So we got a fourth, which is just awesome in a Renault. Very happy about that. So
What a rip.
yeah, Greg's dirty on it. I'm sure he'll get me back at China. And I'm sure he'll make sure that he gets me back at China no matter how many replays and restarts are required.
We'll see how we go. I'm about to do it now.
Very good. All right, but I'm going to take a break. So join us again later on, hopefully, when we do the Chinese Grand Prix. But that's all for me now. And as again, thanks to everybody who tuned in. And we'll catch you in a little while.